Here's the part nobody talks about. You don't overspend because you're bad with money. You overspend because your brain is wired against you. And before we get into that, let me give you a quick analogy. There's no single consensus on the greatest NFL defense of all time, but three teams always come to mind. The 1976 Pittsburgh Steelers, the Steel Curtain, led by Mean Joe Green. Or how about the 1985 Chicago Bears, led by linebacker Mike Singletary. These guys were known as monsters of the Midway. And for all you Gen Z, how about the 2000 Baltimore Ravens, led by Ray Lewis, Hall of Famer? Fear the flock, baby. You see, different eras, different styles, but the same result. They dominated by playing defense. They didn't need to score 50 points a game. They just didn't let anything get through. They didn't let anybody score, man. And this is where people mess up with money. Everyone's obsessed with offense, making more, hustling more, grinding more. The spotlight is stolen by offense, by scoring points, by being flashy. And I mean, there's no better example than to look at the NFL right now. The NFL is driven towards more offense, scoring more points, and this will, get more people in the seats because it's a show, man. But you have to remember something. Championships are won with defense, and money's no different. Where you see, playing defense at home means you stop letting unnecessary spending walk in the door. Things like subscriptions, impulse buys, convenience spending, upgrades you don't need. So before I explain how this works, real quick, we're going to do a test. You ready? We're going to do the need versus wants test. No thinking, first instinct only. Let's get started. Example number 1. You're hungry, your fridge has food, but you order DoorDash. Is this a need or a want? That's a want. Where you see, food is the need, but convenience is the want. Convenience is the most expensive of all addictions. All right, let's move on to example number 2. You have a job. You need internet to clock in, communicate, to do your work. Your service gets shut off. Is that service a need or a want? That's definitely a need. If it protects your ability to earn income, it's a need. Example number 3. Your car runs, it gets you to work, gets you to point A to point B, but it's not exciting anymore. You're thinking about a newer one, lower payment, more comfort, more features, more safety. Is this a need or a want? That's a want. Where you see, transportation is the need, upgrades, that's what the want is. If it works, it's a need. If it impresses, it's a want. If that last one made you hesitate, that's the point. Where you see, your brain is very good at turning wants into needs. Most people don't confuse needs and wants once a year. They confuse them every day. Alright, real quick. If this is giving you value and you haven't liked or subscribed yet, then the clock wins, man. Time always wins when we don't decide. Don't let it win here. Alright, back to it. You think, why does my brain choose wants? Well, you see, most purchases aren't logical. They're emotional. You buy when you're stressed, when you're bored, tired, or when you feel like celebrating. Food keeps you alive, but that purchase, those new Jordans, that made you feel something. Emotions don't ask for permission. They just swipe the card. Or how about social pressure? Your brain just doesn't want comfort, it wants acceptance. Friends upgrade, coworkers eat out, influencers flash lifestyles. This is definitely one of the big ones. The people that you follow, the people that you look up to, you see them wearing all these things, driving these nice cars, and you want to do the same thing. The only difference is that most of these influencers are either lying to or are super wealthy. See, we don't keep up with the Joneses. You go broke trying. How about marketing traps? They don't sell products, they sell urgency. You ever heard this? Limited time offer, free shipping, buy now, pay later. Special 50% off for the next 24 hours. Yeah, needs whisper, wants scream. But here's the rule that stops spending. This is something that I used in my life to finally stop buying all that crap that I didn't need. So here's the rule that shuts my brain up. If it doesn't keep me alive, earning, or moving forward, it waits. I don't ask, do I want this? I ask, what emotion is trying to spend my money right now? And I don't know if you heard that law or that rule that says that you have to wait 72 hours to buy something. I tried that and that actually really helps out. I mean, I ended up buying the item anyway, but it does make a difference. I would say 50% of the time I ended up not wanting it anymore or not needing it anymore because that feeling had passed. But once I implemented the rule of need and want, this made such a huge difference because 99% of the things that I wanted to buy were not needs, they were wants. So remember to ask yourself every time you want to buy something, look at the item or the thing or whatever you want to buy and start breaking it down. For example, right? You see some nice shoes, beautiful shoes. That's your style, man. That black color goes very well with everything in your closet. How much is it? Oh, it's only $100. But wait, how many shoes do I have? Oh, I already have 7 pairs. So do I need them? Well, not really. So this is what you do. You break it down, you see what you have, and then you figure out that you really don't need it because you already have 7 pairs. Another pair is not going to make a difference. Do you need it to survive? Do you need it in order to keep you going? Is it going to make you money? None of those things. You don't need it. It's going to take away money. You could use that money to invest. You can use that money to pay debt. You can use that money to grow your wealth. And those shoes are just going to sit there. Trust me, I've made that mistake before. Another thing I can share with you guys is lifestyle creep definitely messed me up. So this is a warning. And you see, this is where good plans fall apart. You improve your offense, you get paid more at your job, you get a raise, you make more money, you grind harder, you get extra jobs, more money's coming into your home. But then lifestyle creep shows up. That's when luxuries quietly turn into needs. Eating out more, bigger housing, newer cars, higher credit card balances. Nothing dramatic, just slow leaks. It's like death by 1,000 cuts. It usually sounds like this. I work hard, I work my butt off, I deserve this. I'll save later. And that mindset will ruin every plan you make. Because one thing you have to understand is that you have to take care of your future self. Every decision that you make right now, every choice that you're making right now is going to either help or ruin the future you. And right now we're talking about money, but that pretty much has to do with everything, with what you eat, your diet, your relationship choices, your job choices, your friends, everything that you choose, pick, or make a decision on will have big benefits in the future, or it's going to ruin your life. So let's get back into topic. You can keep improving your offense, but if you don't play defense at home, lifestyle creep will erase all of it. See, it's like taking one step forward and two steps back. Remember, what you keep matters more than what you make. That's why I say don't buy anything you don't need. That's how you protect the lead. One of the things that brought this into perspective was my age. I'm 42 years old right now, and my health is not going to last forever. But you see, this machine is going to start breaking down over time. And I want to make sure I make the right decisions right now to set up the future Ivan for a better, more comfortable life. Life that has many options where he can do whatever he wants. But the thing is, I have to do it right now. Now, are you willing to make that change in your life? Are you willing to build a better future for yourself right now? Now, I don't know where you're at in your journey. I don't know how old you are. So the younger you are, the more time you have to build, to have options, to make the right decisions. You have more time to mess up. If you're in the latter part of your life, in your 40s, 50s, then yeah, you don't have that much time anymore, which means that you have to get everything set correctly. You got to get your ducks in a row. Man, you got to get to work because time waits for no man. So one thing I can tell you is in 2026, don't buy crap you don't need. Remember, needs versus wants. 72-hour rule. Put it down on a piece of paper. Write down the cons and the pros of buying this. Do I already have this? Do I need this? Can I live without this? Ask yourself all these questions. And at the end of the day, make the right choice, not for you, but for your future self. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Remember, needs keep the light on. Wants keep Amazon employed. Anyway, I'm going to go eat the food I already paid for. Have a good day, guys. Take care. This is Ivan versus Time reminding you, make every second count, stay focused, stay driven, and keep fighting that clock. Until next time, take care, everybody.